Bang! Yeah, 7-1-3, don't step in this league, throwing rocks out the backboard. Living our dream, better dribble to the three, take the shot, here a cash draw. And we don't even care what you say, we ain't scared of the hate, get a win in this last board. Stand in the paint, better clear out the way, hit the court with the black force energy. Every single week on a killing spree, you kidding me? You talk about winning with the epitome, you better be talking with peace and we locking the key on them. Know that it's rocking with Ryan and Dante, the drip guy, we beyond the gossip, the topics we talk on a pop and we conquering the obstacles that we cross as a team. Shot from the seats, we the Rockets like Elon. It's the H-Town run down. Let's get started right now.
Hey. It's the H-Town Rundown Houston Rockets basketball podcast. I'm here with AK, and we got a lot to talk about. Make sure you follow the H-Town Rundown at the H-Town Rundown on Xbox, Instagram, YouTube, and follow our TikTok account at the H-Town Rundown. AK, bro, you look alive over there. What's up?
Physically, I am, but I'm mentally dead, bro. I'm fried like hair dyed, bro.
We got a couple things to talk about. And, you know, as Rockets fans, some good things, some bad things, some interesting news, maybe, as you see from the title. So let's go ahead and then get into it, right? We played Miami recently. We played the Bulls recently. We got the Wolves coming up tomorrow. And then maybe some Giannis talk. I think that'll be fun. So let's go ahead and start with that Miami game. Game winner, right? 5 men. That was kind of nice. Surprising, but that was kind of nice. Down 1, going up. Amen Thompson. Good little leg, good putback, man. I like to see it. AK, what's your takeaway against the game against Mr. 83 himself? Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, bro. So one of the things about this game, bro, I was really happy about the process of this game, bro. Really, like really happy about the process. Because normally, bro, we do stupid stuff on offense, bro. Like, we don't have no kind of – it's almost like we don't have, like, a sense of urgency sometimes on offense, and we don't have an identity. But it looked like some of that Atlanta game pulled over and carried over to the Miami game. You know, KD did his thing, man. By the way, shout out to KD for being number 5, passing the GOAT MJ for number 5 all time.
Shout out
and scoring that, and he's 13th in attempts. Everybody else is like top 5 in attempts and field goal attempts. Just FYI. So there's that. But yeah, outside of that, thought the offense was pretty good looking. Reed Shepherd did his thing on offense. He shot the ball well. I feel like the defense is really respected his game, and Ime Udoka kind of allowed him to go out there and, you know, get a bunch of assists, bro. He got 14 assists. I'm happy about that. The 8 for 12, that's not even what moved me, is the 14 assists, because that's one of the things that 14 assists with no turnovers. Shout out Fred VanVleet. Shout out Fred VanVleet, since we don't like mistakes. He was a team leading plus 17 that game, man. But yeah, man, I thought Reed Shepherd brought exactly what the offense needed. Amen Thompson also had a brilliant game too. He made a 3. And he had 18 rebounds, which is a career high for him.
Yeah.
So we got 3 things going in this game, bro. 3 things going. So we got Reed Shepherd career high in assists. We got Amen Thompson career high in rebounds. He had 24 points too. And we got KD, passing MJ for 5th all time in scoring. I mean, what else could you ask for in the game? And then you had Amen Thompson with the game winner off of an offensive rebound, the same way Ime Udoka drew it up. Let me tell you what happened in the huddle, bro. He like, hey, we're going to try to get KD a shot. He going to miss, but I'm going to need one of y'all to get this offensive rebound and put back on time this time. Because remember last time it was Tari. He got an offensive rebound, and he made that thing, but it was after the buzzer.
It was late.
Yeah, so, yeah, this is the way Ime Udoka wanted to win.
Hey, you know what? Maybe offensive rebounds do work. Right. You know, and I'm not sure that necessarily I like that it continues to go, but wait, oh, is AK gone? Oh man, he gone. His internet got. All right, so we'll continue on, right? So, like I said, right, it went just how we drew it up. Katie missed. We got it put back just in time, and Amin Thompson again, career high rebounds with 18. It's just absolutely crazy, and 7 of them things offensive rebounds did exactly what we needed. I mean, he had 24 points. He like embodied his inner Amin Thompson plus Steven Adams that game. Just absolutely incredible. And then, yeah, huge shout out for 14 and 0, right? We talk about efficiency. There's our efficiency right there. Another thing, too, is like, I like the shots we were taking. I like the shots we were making, obviously, but I like the shots we were taking, what type of offense we were running, who was getting the ball, what plays we were running. I mean, Aaron Holiday even looked solid out there. He came in, did his thing, got out. And I like to see that. Was not necessarily a fan of the Jayshawn Tate minutes per se, but I digress. I didn't see as much Josh Okogie as I would have liked to see in this game too, because his defense is just we need it at times. But of course, the guys were able to stick it out. They did the thing, and everybody was in double figures, or at least the starting five was all in double figures. On top of that, despite a not so great shooting game from Jabari, he still was able to get a couple rebounds, and he also had 4 assists, which led all forwards in assists, which is really nice. And he also had 2 pretty good blocks. So overall, solid game. And I'm not even worried about the plus minus. Honestly, that's a thick ass stat anyway. But overall, not a terrible game from everybody. I like to see a lot of good things. And then last but not least on this too, we made quite a lot of free throws, right? What I liked the most was that Amen made all of 3 of his free throws on top of having a career night. And then our bench kind of did our thing too, right? Tari was okay. If you look at the shooting percentage, not phenomenal, but we're not going to talk about just that, right? There's other things to talk about, like his rebounds and making his free throws. So that's what we got for that. DFS 2 was essentially non-existent in this game, unfortunately. Unsure as to why he's having so much trouble getting in his groove here. I feel like the shots he's getting are open. I feel like he's getting solid enough opportunity to showcase his skills. But he came in and had a donut in the scoring call, or in not scoring call, but for shots made, and he went 1 and 2 on the free throws. Right, he did have 3 assists, which is good. That's a veteran thing to do. That's what I like to see. But I mean, I would have probably preferred maybe Josh Okogie in those minutes instead of DFS, I mean, Jeff Green might have been able to go out there and do the same thing. Maybe he would have got you a 3, right? So, but we move on. We absolutely move on from there. Next game, we played Chicago, and hopefully, pending AK's return here soon, he'll be able to have this conversation as well. Oh, is that him?
See,
hey,
I start talking about Udoka, what he be doing, and that's what happens, bro. You see, you can't.
He was even giving him props.
You
was giving him props.
You can't tell me this ain't a conspiracy, bro. You can't tell me it ain't a conspiracy, bro. Don't make no damn sense. Anyway, what's the last thing you heard, bro?
I continued on from Tari Eason making or not making in time that shot, and then Amen Thompson having a career night and such.
Oh yeah. Long story short, Rockets won the way Udoka wanted us to win, bro. Yep. He drew just the way he drew it up. He drew it up exactly the way that you saw it happen. Offensive rebound included. Yes, indeed. Yep. That's how they work, bro.
Anything else?
See, the thing about that game that really made me happy though is the guys that really showed up that game was the guys you need to show up for the team in the future, bro. It was Amen Thompson, it was Reed Shepard, Alperen Sengun had a solid game against Bam, even though Bam was
having a game, Loki.
Bam out there looking like Wilt.
But he didn't score 83 against us, so I'm not worried.
Nah, just 32 and 21, bro. That's all he did. Ain't nothing much. Just some light work for him, bro.
It's not 83.
Yeah. Jabari didn't have the best shooting game, but boy, he was trying his best on Bam. Bam was his own one. He was trying his best on Bam. He tried.
Hey, he blocked Bam on one play.
Yeah, he did.
You know,
he also he had a sequence where he hit a big three off a step back, and then he hit another one off a fast break, and the vibes was vibing. Body language was speaking. You know what I'm saying, over there on the bench, and then Eric Spoelstra had to call a little timeout because the Rockets was cooking. They was on the heater, man. And Rockets won that fourth quarter by 10 points, 26-36. Imagine that. And it still took a offensive rebound and put back to win. But hey, get that dub. I would have been happy with the win or a dub either way, because I saw some progress. I saw things that I needed to see that look scalable to me. So not really tripping too bad about it. Yeah, we gave up 122, but we put up 123. It has been a while since we've been able to score like this. Defense in the long run is not going to be a problem in the long run. It's going to look like this right now, but it'll get fixed. Anyway, that's all I got.
Well, speaking of letting them drop 122, we go to the Chicago Bulls, where we did lose this one, and instead of 122, the Bulls drop 132. So quite the difference, unfortunately, in points there. An interesting game. I feel like there was, again, like a lot of good things, but a lot of bad things from this game. So I'm gonna be negative on this one. AK got some opinions and such, but I'm gonna be the negative Nelly, as they say. So reading it off straight up, Reed Shepherd process was interesting, but terribly inefficient. This is probably the closest game we've had to him mimicking Fred VanVleet. We saw Fred talk to him before this game, and then came out and dropped 5 to 17, which, tell me that's not a Fred VanVleet ass stat right there. And then he did have 4 turnovers, which is unFred-like, but he did have 6 assists, so take that as you will.
2 blocks, 2 steals.
You're right. He got some defense. He had some D. And then Jabari couldn't hit anything out there. I wasn't sure. I didn't get to watch the whole game because I'm in Iowa, and it's a Chicago game in Chicago, so I don't get to watch none of the Midwest games, unfortunately. I know I got nerfed, so I did not see every single shot Jabari took against Chicago. However, looking at what I did see, not just kind of ease what it is, I suppose. Again, we lost. Good triple-double from Şengün. Okay game from – actually, great game from KD. Yeah, 40. But that's my quick little analysis there. What you got?
So, the first half offense, these guys look like they just got off the plane and onto the court. Look like they landed on the roof of the arena and just walked down the stairs and decided to go hoop. That's what it looked like in that first half. And then
we were down like 18, right?
Yeah, we were down. I think the most we were down was like 20, bro, or more. I think so. However, the second half, we won the second half. We won the second half by 9, actually. It's one of those games where it was a tale of 2 halves, bro. And then really from that second quarter on, we won the game. The first quarter is where we really, shit the bed, bro. We lost the first quarter by 20, 41-21. In the second quarter, we D'd up a little bit more. We only scored 27, but we still outscored the Bulls by 3. So, and then it came out in that second half, defense died again. Here's my thing about this Bulls game. I'm not even mad, bro. I'm not, because I'm getting what I asked for. Sure, the defense was bad. However, the defense, again, this is a defensive-minded coaching staff. That will get ironed out in time and with reps, especially if we're going with a different starting lineup. I'm not too worried about that long term. It ain't got to be elite top 5, but if we're putting up these kind of points, it just needs to be not serviceable, but it needs to be good. You got to have some schemes and some lineups that you can go to get stops down the stretch. And once again, we lost the game down the stretch in the clutch. But whatever. It's I feel like these are things that we can grow from. Like these are some of the mistakes we made in this game was mistakes we should have been making earlier in the season because we weren't allowed to make those mistakes earlier in the season because we was too worried about grabbing offensive rebounds and putting up putbacks.
Can I ask you a question, AK?
What's up?
Okay, you saw the comment, and I want to talk about this too. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. So after this game, they asked, "Hey, what's it look like for Reed going forward? How is he going to start? What are his opportunities?" And his answer was, to sum it up in email style, he says, "We'll see what it looks like in 5, 6, 7, 8 games. We don't plan on starting him every game. We want to give as many people different looks and opportunities as possible. And then maybe he'll start a couple games in the playoffs." End quote. What are your thoughts on that?
That's an email you don't can answer, bro. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to interpret it, bro. I don't be knowing what he be meaning sometimes, bro. This is
the thing is so they release the starting lineup for every game, right? Why try to play coy and say, we'll let you know, is kind of what that feels like.
He just mad, bro. He just a little emotional right now. We lost another close game.
Do you think maybe, and this is unprofessional of me, do you think he is in some way, shape, or form butthurt that Reed is out here? I know he didn't perform well this game necessarily, but overall has been performing pretty well and might be taking his butt buddy spot.
Nah, I don't think that's it because he knows no matter what, his butt buddy gonna get his spot back.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, bro. I've told y'all this, bro. Like, Reed could average 50 a game. Fred gonna start.
Yep.
Because he can box. And no, he can't really box. I seen how he throws some punches. You better be careful. You come run the wrong guy in Houston, you're gonna get stole off on, boy. Keep your hands up.
It's not like you tell either. He regular sized, man. So it's not like he got nothing going for him. He just regular. He's not that quick. You see his little legs running out there, you know.
Man. Anyway, but no, I think he made. I don't even know what to be taken from his press conferences no more, man. Like I'm starting to not even watch him no more because I don't really learn nothing from his press conferences. He be out there just saying whatever. I don't know, bro. And then whatever he's saying don't be matching what you really be trying to see on the floor. So I don't know, bro. It's almost useless. I don't want to say it's useless, but it's almost useless to listen to anything that he's saying, bro. For what?
Ever since Adams went out, that is 100% true. It's like he mad that his plan don't work no more. His ego gets to him, you know. He's like, I gotta change it up. And
yeah, man,
all the fans are seeing that their way is correct because they've been asking for Reed to start, and the process looks really good when you run plays for a competent point guard. Anyway.
I'll tell you what I think it is. I think it's really the people on his staff. Somebody probably gave him a few good ideas, and it's just taking him a while for him to get there. And then he knows, damn, I followed this and it worked. Damn, are they gonna stop listening to me and start listening to my assistant over me? That kind of stuff happens, bro. Just FYI. I'm not saying it is happening. I'm just saying keep an open mind.
Yeah.
Next couple of weeks, you're gonna hear some reports about it coming out. And I'm gonna just be like,
all right, what else from this game before we
I know people want to bag on Tari, bro. Leave Tari alone, please.
Thank you.
Tari has been better than this throughout his career, bro. All right. He's just having a rough go of it as of late. That doesn't give you a license to all of a sudden throw him in the trash because of an extended slump. Do you throw away good players when they have a down season? If you do, if that's how you operate, go play NBA 2K because that's for you, not real life basketball.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
There was some tweets I actually want to highlight after the game yesterday because it's kind of interesting how this fan base works. Is one is from J-Dub is him. He says, I don't enjoy this Tari Eason back and forth all over my timeline. We don't always have to scapegoat or whooping. We don't always have to have a scapegoat or whooping stick. It's really bad habit we have as a fan base. Yep. Who else been saying that? Now we are fighting a pointless internal war. It's just
He's right.
That's what we do. All right. There's another one from Chris White, aka Fire Bear. So he said Rockets gave up 132 points against the Bulls, and I am seeing Rockets Twitter complain about role player scoring. What are we doing here? They defensively gave up 132 points to the Bulls. The story of this game is not offense. If that is what you are talking about, reevaluate. I 132% agree. A reply under that from Ivan Law, aka iLaw44. He says, no, they know how bad the defense was, but so many people in Rockets Twitter have attached themselves to specific players. It's not that bad defense they're reluctant to comment about. It's the players responsible for said defense that they're avoiding mentioning. Oh my God. When I just heard a bunch of bars back to back to back. Man, if you feel what I'm saying. It went over your head, didn't it?
Not what?
It went right over your head, didn't it?
He's got a good point.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Chris White's got a really good point.
Yeah,
about,
like
defensive.
Yeah, it's a defensive problem, and then we worried about role players, bro. Under normal circumstances, if the defense was just average, we win this game probably by double figures.
Yeah,
you worried about some role player scoring? That's the reason why we lost. How about address the elephants in the room? Yeah, the defense was really what the problem was. That reason why we lost, but really, the problem was, they didn't really have enough. They're not getting enough reps defensively with these units to give them a fair chance to understand how to, guard with each other on the floor. And that on top of Chicago was the shooting lights out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They was making some shots where I was like, bro, you just gotta shake their hand and keep it pushing.
Bro, Colin Sexton, 20 first quarter points off the bench.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
and then he scored only 5 more after that. He was on an absolute heater. This dude getting, passed around constantly around the league. And no matter where he goes, he has scored, bro. I respect his journey. I really do. Dog,
they shot 50% from 3. They made 19 threes. You're not going to beat many people that hit 19 threes, bro. You just not. We took 41 again, which is why I'm not even tripping on. You see, I'm not really mad about that game, bro. Like, we're taking steps in the areas where we have been very weak at. I can live with that because I know I can trust Udoka when it comes to defense. He's gonna find something to work on that end. I'm not really tripping about that long term. So yeah, man, the game didn't really get under my skin. Like I said, I see a lot of stuff from that game that we could take and build upon. And think about it, bro. Reed Sheppard was 5 of 17. He gonna be better from that. Jabari is having the greatest month of his life. He shot 2 for 10. All right, that's probably not gonna happen again.
Too, let me continue. My bad. I'm interrupting.
Yeah, no. You good.
Right, Tari Eason too. He was having literally the greatest shooting season ever, shooting 54% to begin the year. Right, that was not sustainable. Right, law of averages. He's gonna crash down. The higher your high is, the lower your low is, right? It's peaks and valleys constantly, especially with shooters, right? And it's not that Tari been inconsistent from 3. He's been overall improving from 3 for his career. But to come out shooting lights out like that was just unsustainable. Remember Dylan Brooks last year? Dude was shooting 54 or 60-something% from 3. And then he ended the season 37, right? That's the law of averages for especially with shooters. And not necessarily just streaky shooters, just shooters overall. Unless your name is Stephen, Wardell Curry, Klay Thompson, or some other great dude like Reggie Miller, you're not doing that no matter what. You're not. And that's okay. You gotta chill out on Tari.
Yeah, like I'm just looking at the offense, bro, and I'm just trying to see what's scalable. Alperen Sengun had probably the best game of his life too. But 16 for 19 is not sustainable.
Yo, my light just went out.
Damn. I ain't know I had that kind of power. But yeah, Alperen going 16 for 19. That's nuts. That is a crazy. That's crazy to hear, bro. But again, like I said, that's not sustainable. Kevin Durant, 15 or 23. That's good, but he's 37. He's not gonna do that back-to-back games, bro. He's not gonna do that. He ain't doing that back-to-back games, bro.
No, and I mean, I think this is a Rockets career high for him, right?
KD.
40 piece. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he scored another 40 piece earlier this season, bro. But I guess maybe. I think it was.
I know he had 37 and 39. So I know the 1 point difference, whatever.
Yeah.
But a 40 ball, that's what they see in the record books.
The thing that stands out to me more than anything else is the minutes distribution, bro. Like, we play, okay. If whenever you play a total of 11 guys, there shouldn't be 5 guys above 34 minutes and one that played 40 minutes, bro. The minutes distribution. And then, like, I want y'all to think about this, bro. Like, we talk about how the Rockets falter in the clutch, they make stupid mistakes, and defense bad, turn the ball over. A lot of that is fatigue. A lot of it is fatigue.
Why are we fatigued?
We're fatigued because we're playing too many minutes, bro. Like, these guys are playing way too many minutes. Like, Udoka's adjustments are just playing certain guys more minutes. It's not, a lot of his adjustments are not tactical. That's why the Rockets play style is not scalable overall.
I agree.
Tactics and systems can scale. Like, you just throw an extra guy out there, a different guy out there, there's something called a point of diminishing returns, bro. After a certain minutes threshold or a certain energy distribution threshold, guys gonna start, teetering off, bro. That's what happens in the club. That's some of what I see. At least to me, that's kind of the way that I see it, bro. Maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. But again, like I said, this game didn't bother me that much. We scored a lot, we just didn't defend, which is something that we're better at than what we just showed.
Yeah, we have been all season, right? Very few times are we getting outscored by double digits, but also in the 130s, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Maybe
for any team, that's crazy.
Like, it just don't happen very often. We're not like Charlotte or something like that where we can't defend for our lives, respectfully. This is a good defensive team. Like I said, it's Ime Udoka. The one thing I'm not worried about is defense. That is the one thing I'm not worried about. Out of everything we have going for us, I'm not worried about rebounding or defense. And I mean, a lot of other than that, like, I mean, Şengün triple-double too. Like, this was a solid
he had triple-double,
game.
yeah. First of the season somehow.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I believe that's the first one of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. I know he's come close a lot. I don't remember him getting it before this game.
Wow.
I might be wrong, but I doubt it.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of people that was getting on his defense, him and Reece Shepherd. Yeah, it's a problem, but at the same time, like I said, man, they should have been getting these reps with each other a lot earlier in the season, and we wouldn't be seeing a lot of the stuff that we're seeing now because they would kind of understand how to play off each other on that end.
Imagine if we would have struggled the first 20 games of the year trying to fit Reed into the starting five, right? Instead of starting Adams and other Aaron Holiday, like anything else, you know what I mean? Like if we would have started Reed, this was the starting five, first 20 games of the year. Can you imagine where we would be right now? Defense would have been much better right now, right? They would have had chances, multiple chances and opportunities to have the understanding of where I need to be on my defensive rotations with this player, with that player, with this player. Our offensive sets would be looking better, getting certain type of shots up at certain times would look better. The offense would have flowed a lot better. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Reed probably averaging 5 assists right now if he's starting. Minimum.
Only?
I digress. Minimum. I mean, a man right now doing 5, right? So, but yeah,
I wanna touch on a man real quick.
dude.
It's kind of good and bad. So his numbers are better this season, month by month. It looks like he's getting better and better. His numbers are getting better and better. Okay, cool. Here's the thing, and I think I've said this. I don't know if I've said this on camera or just on Twitter. So he gets spoon fed a lot of his shots and a lot of his opportunities. It's not like he's out there and he's just getting his offense out the mud and forcing the defense to shift at his will. That's not happening. That's why you don't see him exploding and going for no 40 pieces. He's only had 130 piece this season, if I can remember. So it's not his scoring, not that what he's doing doesn't matter. It does matter. But again, when we're talking about potential, listen, the potential might not be what some of y'all thinking. It might not be what some of y'all thinking, man. I know there's a lot of if, a lot of in theory, this and that. Listen, where he's at right now is pretty good, but I think some of y'all expecting him to be like a top 10 player eventually and this and that. I don't know if that's on the table, but it might be. But you got to look at how he's getting these numbers. Like, you can't just post his numbers after a game and be like, oh, he's putting up these numbers. Yeah, that's cool. How he's getting them matters too. Defenses are okay giving him these little spoon-fed shots that he's getting, because it's not like he out there breaking down the defense and making a team call a timeout like, man, we got to get this guy. I promise you that's not happening. I promise you. It's not me trying to take shots at him, man. This is me actually saying, if you really want to have him make an impact on the game, we got to use him just a little different. Dunker spot stuff is cool, but I'm telling you right now, man, he could abuse the hell out of a defense as a short roller. My goodness. Because now he's got all of his gifts at his disposal. He can punch on somebody, put them on a poster, or he can pick out whatever the hell shooters he wants, or he can find somebody that's in the dunker off of his short roll.
Something I'm surprised at saying is, for a team that doesn't have a lot of shooters, we still run high screen pick and roll with our non-shooters instead of something closer to the basket. And like you said, having a third person in a dunker spot. I'm not sure as to why that hasn't been, not necessarily a regular part of the offense, but something that's not at least a focal point, right? Especially considering at times early in the season, 2 or 3 of your 5 players were incapable of shooting, 6 feet out from the paint. I feel like that would have been a lot more effective. But
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yep.
Who you trust to run that high screen and roll? Who you running it with?
If I'm running high screen and roll, I mean, Reed and KD honestly is kind of nice. That's who I would prefer. But I like it. I really do.
If I'm gonna run a high screen and roll, I'm gonna run it with Reed and Capella.
Oh, I'm thinking high screen and pop.
Oh, screen and pop. That's another thing that we don't do enough of, bro. We don't do pick and pop. We don't slip screens enough. Like, there's a lot of times and opportunities where we could use KD as a decoy, as a picker. Maybe you can even run split action with him and Bari. And obviously, wherever KD goes, that's going to be the priority when you got that set of defenders right there trying to guard that action. I know you want KD to pop out, but have him slipping and let him be the one go to the rim. Yes. Like, we did that against who was that we did that against? I think we did that against LA in that third quarter. And that I can't remember which game it was. We lost both of them.
I think it was I'm pretty sure it was the second game, because
it may have been in the second game. We did that. We only did it once. Yep. And I was like, okay, why are we not doing a little bit more of this? Because of the way the teams are playing KD at all times. All right. Every time he's getting the ball, he's getting it going away from the basket. He's not getting it going to the basket. There's opportunities to do that. But Udoka offense, we're scared.
Something else, I think, if we're gonna run a high screen and roll, I think Reed and a men honestly would be solid. If you have certain defenders matched up, it'd be matchup dependent. And I like it because a man would be able to get his shot up high. And I trust Reed being able to get it to a man effectively. But I also worry about like I said, it'd be matchup dependent. So
yeah.
Maybe, but
that's if we going Bari at the 5.
Yeah.
But when we go Bari at the 5, bro, we can't have DFS on the floor, bro. We can't. We can't have DFS on the floor, bro. We can't.
I have been trying to be as little critical as possible against this guy because I know he was coming off that injury. He didn't have any time to play 5-on-5, no ramp up. He just went straight to
it's not fair to him.
But bro, like we got him for 2 years.
The second one is the last one that's guaranteed.
Like
I think it's partially guaranteed, but I think the second year is guaranteed, and the last two is.
I'm guaranteed I will pack his bags personally, like next year. Again, I don't mean to be malicious on that, bro. I can't. We trying to win, try to be a championship team, and I like DFS for Dallas. I like DFS when he was okay in Brooklyn because he just had to do what he had to do over there. I like DFS when he played for LA. He got a lot of good shots over there. I like DFS. But unfortunately, the type of players he also played with where he was successful in Dallas and in LA also aren't here in Houston, which I also do think that is a part of that.
It is, but also pace.
I agree. And those players create that pace,
Brooklyn. What player in Brooklyn creating pace? They just played fast.
Cam Thomas pushed tempo. Not that he
pushed himself.
Yeah, he didn't give us the ball, but he did run.
Yeah.
And that's why I say he was successful in Dallas and in LA because of the players he played around. You mentioned pace, right? Overall offensive scheming, and they got him in really good spots to be a successful role player. Unfortunately, right now, we asking him to run pick and roll, which if I see one more pick and roll with DFS handling the ball, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. I never need to see that shit again, ever. If I see that play in the playoffs, anyway.
Funny enough, he only played 8 minutes last game.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah,
because he just played 22 the game before that.
Yeah, Tate played 3. Tari only played 14. Capella only played 4. Holiday played 21. Okogie only played 3. That is the rotation of a desperate man.
Why is Josh not getting minutes anymore? I thought he was solid. He was starting. I liked him starting. I don't want him to start. But when he had to start, he looked okay. When he was playing 20 minutes off the bench, he looked okay. Why ain't he starting? Or not why he's not. Why not get more minutes? Where'd the opportunity go? I feel like he did well.
I'd also ask for more minutes from Aaron Holiday, too.
If Reed's not playing, Aaron Holiday probably needs to
be Reed playing or not. Matter of fact, that little lineup what I was talking about with Bari at the 5, give me Aaron Holiday at the 2 and Reed Shepherd run point and have a man, Bari, and KD on the floor. Run that high screen and roll with Reed and a man. I'm talking about high screen and roll with Reed and a man now. All right. You got poison to pick. You gonna die one way or the other. Which way you want it? Fast or slow?
If we're worrying about just offense, yes.
I'm not worried about that too much defensively, too much, bro. I'm not. You know why? You only got one quote unquote negative defender in that lineup.
Aaron Holiday is not a plus defender.
He ain't a negative.
I think he tries really hard. I really do. When he is locked in, I'm not gonna say he's a solid defender.
He is a solid defender, bro.
I can't do it. I can't say that on live.
Where did he touch you, bro?
Bro, watch this dude play, bro. He can't, in my opinion, just me. You can't run 2 6-foot guards and expect it to work defensively. I can't name one time that worked. I mean, one of the big reasons.
I'm not saying we got to run it a lot. I'm just saying situationally.
And that's what I'm saying. Offensively,
it need to be a tool in your bag.
I could see
matchup dependent, maybe.
Okay.
See, we don't have enough tool in our bags. We're too predictable with our rotations. We're too predictable with the offense. Hell, we predictable with the defense. This is why when teams adjust, we look so bad, bro. This is why we don't have enough tools in the bag. We finna use a sledgehammer for everything, bro. To change a tire, we finna use a sledgehammer to paint the house. We're using a sledgehammer for everything, bro. Hey, you need to drill some screws in this piece of wood. I got a sledgehammer for you, bro. I ain't got no drill. You gonna use this sledgehammer though?
Sometimes it works.
That's the problem.
Sometimes.
That's the fucking problem. It's because look, it just worked against Miami. When you only use one tool, bro, and it works that one time out of 10, you only gonna focus on that one time. The other 9 is just to hell.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm lying.
And then it's funny because they adjust, right? And then they don't have to make any more adjustments, and the game is smooth sailing for them. Ime over here like, man, why is this thing not working? It worked earlier 2 plays ago.
Sledgehammers are not for screws, bro. Use a screwdriver, not a sledgehammer.
He don't know what that is. He don't know what that is, bro.
All he thinks is sledgehammer, bro. No screwdriver, bro.
He see a
no nail gun.
He see a coaching book. He go to the one play in his book and tear that out. He threw the book away.
This works for me. Back in my day, this worked for me, and it's gonna work for you every time. We run this. You ever been to football practice and the coach will tell you, if you everybody do that job, this should work. It should be a touchdown every play. How long, coach? Is the other team lined up to lose? Because I think they're trying to make a play too, bro. That's not how this works. Sometimes it's not gonna happen.
But coach knows better.
All right, coach. Keep knowing better.
And then you step out of line, and then your civilian-sized point guard gonna come talk to you and tell you why you broke. Anyway,
bruh.
Speaking of wrong, Giannis Antetokounmpo. There are big rumors, not just grains in the sand no more. No. There are now officially big rumors that in the offseason, because we know this season, per Ime Udoka and Rafael Stone, before the All-Star break, have essentially said we're punting this season because our 5'8" point guard is hurt, right? They did say that in an interview. They're going to go after Giannis Antetokounmpo, possibly, in the offseason, okay? I feel 2 ways about this. I'm going to give you one right now. Woo! Woo! That's my first feeling, all right? That's my first initial feeling. AK, why are you smiling over there, buddy?
I tried to tell him. I've been trying to tell them. They mobbed me in the summer, bro, when I brought this up. They didn't believe me, bro. They said I was being a bad fan. They said I'm a JG stan. I'm like, okay, you keep on. We're going to revisit this. Here we are. Strong rumors. Houston wants Giannis. The connection with Hakeem. He is a Udoka guy because Udoka likes guys like that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This is what he wants, bro. And you know what? I don't think necessarily that people don't want Giannis. I think they're afraid of who may have to go. And I told everyone, once you open Pandora's box, it's not closing. I told everyone once it starts, it's going to keep going. Who you may like, another person, next person to go, gonna be somebody everybody like. I tried to tell y'all. You called me names. You said I was stupid. All that. All right, we about to find out who's stupid. I was told that this wouldn't happen. Matter of fact, I was told directly that this wouldn't happen. Let this happen, bro. The app finna break.
We actually had a huge fun discourse with shout out Chris Gorman, right? Clip Gorman. We had Gorman on here. I think we had Slaughter on here. We had Aaron as well on here. We discussed this very topic that, hey, if we're going to go after KD, Giannis has already worked out with Hakeem. That was obvious. And to me, if anyone was paying into my Instagram socials back then, I was posting all over that Giannis was a Rocket. The second I saw Giannis working out with Olajuwon, I was ready. And then we went and got KD, and then my dream and soul got crushed. But the plan, correct me if I'm wrong, has seemed like it's always been getting Giannis to Houston at all costs. Kevin Durant had the connection and was more available first. Giannis had worked out with our legend for 2 straight seasons. And you're telling me not once you work out with Hakeem Olajuwon, in my opinion, the second greatest big man of all time. And he's not saying, hey, man, why don't you come to Houston? And Giannis don't sit there and say, you know what? Taxes are not bad out there. Y'all ain't got income tax out there, right?
The roads ain't icing down here, bro.
And
if they do, we shut the city down.
And I think he'd like that. I think he's interested, in fact. But you know what? I'm not gonna get on my high horse here, but here's my second feeling, right? Is kind of what you alluded to, is who's gonna have to go to get and make this work, right? And it kind of seems like, correct me if I'm wrong, it kind of seems like we make this move that has been written in stone for 2 years, very clearly.
Pun intended.
We're making the same mistake that the Kings made on a bigger scale when they went after and traded away their young guys and got Domantas Sabonis and kept De'Aaron Fox and then gave away De'Aaron Fox for a bag of chips. And now they're stuck with Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis. And they're screwed.
And Russell Westbrook.
And
Malik Monk.
So, like,
they got rid of Davion Mitchell too, by the way.
And that was one of the
who's playing well in Miami.
Mm-hmm. If the point is just to be relevant and to have fun for the vibes, okay, it'll work. It'll get you some ticket sales. It's all about the bread at the end of the day. Championship gonna win them the most money, sure, but if they can get X amount of money, X amount of dollars, X amount of clicks and views from Giannis being here in Houston and ticket sales, that's all that matters at the end of the day for them, anyway. So we're gonna be making the same mistake, and I know people not. I already feel it. I know people don't like me saying that, but you cannot trade for an aging star that is injury prone. Which, thank goodness, he's been cool this season. But then you trading for a guy who's not even playing right now, who's also injury prone, and for the last 3 seasons has been off and on injury prone.
He don't want to be there.
What the hell?
He don't want to be there. He don't want to be there, bro.
No, he don't. He don't want to be there. You're right.
He'd normally play through a lot of this stuff.
I agree.
He don't want to be there.
I agree.
So he don't want to risk further injury, knowing you probably finna swallow another L anyway. So y'all gonna lose on your own. Y'all don't need me for that.
Since his championship run, Giannis has not played more than 65 games in a single season. That, I'm not saying that's the end of the world, right? Because some of that is other things and other circumstances too. But you need a guy that's going to be, I don't want to say like not consistent, because he is. I mean, he averaged 30 and 10 every season, for the last 5 seasons, And I'm sitting here talking like I don't want him because I very clearly do want Giannis on this team. But what the hell is the space going to look like? Who's got to go? And what the hell does spacing look like? Because I know one guy that's got to go, and the fan base not going to like me. They'll probably come knock on my door personally. But then the spacing is the same issue that it was before. That does not change. You know what I mean?
So I don't really care about none of that, bro, because almost like I said before, bro, we didn't trade for KD to just sit there and just be happy that we just traded for KD.
I agree.
The whole point of COB, championship or bust, was the KD era. We didn't just trade for a 37-year-old Kevin Durant who still is hooping to waste his twilight of his career. We need to do everything in our power to maximize them years. Otherwise, what was the point? KD, he could say whatever he wants. That man did not come here to not win a championship, bro. He did not. He did not. I don't care what nobody says. Anybody who said that they was okay not winning a championship with KD, you really need to have a talk with your plug because he is putting some dust in your grass.
Look at Brooklyn fans and then tell me that they're okay. Respectfully.
Suns fans, same thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why them people don't like him. He didn't deliver on what they wanted. For whatever reasons it was, they didn't get out what they expected.
Yep.
Kevin Durant is a hired gun. He's not here for a long time. He's here for a good time. Let's make this time as good as we can. Otherwise, you could have just held off and did something else. You really could have just did something else. By the way, when Ime Udoka signed here, why do you think Rafael Stone kept on betting against KD teams? Don't ask me how I know. I'm just think about it for a second, bro.
It was obvious that once Ime was here, one of Ime's guys was coming along. Whether that be Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant, or a future Ime guy like Giannis.
The only reason Jaylen Brown didn't happen is because two reasons. They won a title and that contract. So that wasn't going to work. So they pivoted and went to Kevin Durant.
Yep. People, for some reason, I just had a conversation yesterday.
Because the Jaylen Brown thing was real as hell. Let me tell you.
I just had a conversation yesterday. People forgot that the first year in Brooklyn, Ime coached Kevin Durant. I don't know where people live, but it's clearly under a rock.
Yeah, Ime was a guy that people was listening to, not Steve Nash.
Mm-hmm. And that's why when he went to Boston, KD was mad as hell. KD was pissed. But you know what? Be what it is.
I hope y'all listening, bro. I hope y'all listening. There is a reason Ime Udoka took this job, because this was the job that eventually he knew he was going to get one of his guys here. All them other places, it was going to be harder. This was the place that had the path to get one of his guys here. He got one of his guys here. Do you think one of his guys is going to come here and not be accompanied by somebody else at some point? Is that what y'all really think? Even though I was told, I ain't going to go there. I ain't going to go there.
So, all right. So before we move on to the final topic, you are for or against Giannis coming here?
Bring me Giannis.
Right.
I don't know about it at all costs, because it still got to make sense. But anything that gets me closer to a championship with KD, I am for it. I keep saying it. I need to take my nieces and my little nephew to a parade. If I don't get to do it, I'm going to be upset. My niece gonna go to college soon, bro. I can't have this, bro. I can't.
Stone, if you're listening, I know Ime, if you're listening, because we know Ime listening. We know Ime listening.
Oh, we know he listening. Hey, you still need. Hey, Ime, let me tell you something. I'm gonna send you another invoice, and I'm gonna add interest on this one. You owe me for these consulting fees. This is not for free. You understand me? Don't make me call Nia Long. She gonna take. Matter of fact, she gonna be the one send you the invoice. I bet you pay that up.
Every time we have a pod, complain about the offense, say what needs to be said. What happens the next game? Quite literally, whatever. Anyway, I digress. If y'all don't believe it, go ahead and watch literally.
Go watch the old stuff and then watch the following game and see if we
literally
mind.
anything. Literally everything. Literally. Anyway, Ime, Stone, we win a championship this year, next year, preferably this year. 2 years. You got a 2-year window. I will make everything happen, and I will move to Houston. I will move to Houston. We win a championship next 2 years. I will move to Houston. I will leave. I'll drop everything. I'll work as a busboy.
Wait, you gonna get a visa? They're gonna give you a visa, bro?
I'll sneak in. Don't worry.
They're gonna deport your ass.
I look the part. I'll just go bald. They won't ask me questions.
You from Iowa? We don't do Iowans over here. We're gonna call eyes.
Shit, they don't know me.
All right.
Wait, hang on. Hey, if y'all are watching, chill out. Man.
Oh my goodness, bro.
So speaking of ice, we gotta go up north tomorrow, and I'm heading to a game. We're gonna watch Minnesota and the Rockets play. It's highly likely Anthony Edwards not playing tomorrow, which okay. One less player means less excuses for us to find out why we lost. If we lose, we have every reason to win tomorrow, right? What is going on? What is the offense going to look like? And I don't even actually, matter of fact, I got to look. Who's been starting in Edwards' place as of late?
Why am I forgetting this cat's name? I know Ayo Dosunmu been starting.
I think Isle started. They played last night or the night before, and he started. Yeah.
Let me go see, bro. It's been hard to keep up with other teams this season for me, man. Usually I be on point. I be knowing my stuff, man. But this year, bro, it just wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Let me find it. What you call it? See, I can't even think straight. I'm calling it a what you call it. I'm usually sharper than this, bro. Forgive me, man. Y'all know I'm sharper than this, bro. This is not me right now.
That's what he says, man.
This is my representative speaking, bro. It's not
Is
me.
it Terrence Shannon Jr.? Is that who been starting?
I think so. Let me look at the last game. They just played Boston.
Oh, they got Bones Highland over there too. I forgot.
Yeah, that's true. They did grab Bones, and he been hooping too.
He been looking good.
Yeah. So with Edwards being out, the Rockets should be concerned.
Concerned?
Yes.
Why's that?
Because they don't take shit serious.
Yeah.
We
do have a bad habit.
We've lost to the most under 500 teams for a team that's above 500.
12 of our 28 losses. So almost half of our losses are.
And you mean to tell me we're not going to look at the coach over there and ask questions? When things like that are the case, you got to
no,
go
bro.
look at the coach,
It's because Jabari's going 2-10 and Tari Eason's 1-5, bro.
Nah, you wrong, bro. It's because we don't have Fred to just not turn the ball over. We need Fred VanVleet to beat the Kings.
You're right. We need Steven Adams to grab those misses that Fred VanVleet chucking up to generate more misses. That's how we do it. And eventually, one of the things going to go in. And Ime going to say, look, it worked.
It's just stupid, bro. It's just stupid.
So the Wolves, how do you prepare for them?
I'm not even sure, bro, because like I said, man, I haven't been really locked in on a lot of teams, man. But if Ant not playing, man, now you really can't target nobody on offense because Dosunmu can guard, DiVincenzo can guard.
Man, and
Shingun be dealing with Gobert, so I ain't too much worried. Jaden McDaniels is really, really, really underrated player overall. Both ends. He's a two-way player.
Okay,
And Jude Randle gives us problems. Oh,
I was just going to go to that. How are we working? Because we know Randle is going to be the number one option going into this game, of course. So obviously we want to make sure we stay man. But what is your defensive adjustments to Julius Randle?
hey, Jabari, your ass better have a damn big ass steak for breakfast, bro. You're gonna need all the protein you need. Because Julius Randle is that is a man. Julius Randle is built like Jabari's daddy used to be built.
How do you feel about a men on McDaniels?
What's that supposed to do?
Defensively, right?
What is that?
Not that
he's not gonna be running the offense. They're not running the offense through him. I want a man on the lead ball handler, which is from just some of the clips I've seen with Ant out. It's been Ayo Dosunmu. And then Bones Highland to come in, and then he's kind of the guy, instant offense, microwave guy. So I want a man on Ayo.
Are you asking for more of a defensive or an offensive game from Amen Thompson tomorrow?
Is he supposed to take one side of the court off?
Not necessarily. Just what is your expectation for him, I guess, for tomorrow's game, right? So obviously you want him guarding the ball handling.
I don't expect a lot from him offensively because he got kryptonite in the paint.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's not
go
gonna
Bear,
be,
man. What
unless we do what we talked about earlier. Now, if you have a man doing a high screen and roll with Reed Shepherd, now you forcing Gobert to move his feet, and you forcing the Timberwolves to play team defense, and you forcing them to make some difficult decisions. If they want to put Gobert on a man, if it's me coaching, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm finna DHO his ass to death, or we finna high screen and roll his ass to death. I'm gonna look over there like at Coach Finch, like, hey, how long you gonna keep him out here because he's not gonna make it.
Do you expect to see 5-out lineup?
No.
Would you want to see the 5-out lineup against this team?
Yes. I mean, we kind of don't have a choice, but this is Udoka we talking about, and I don't know, bro. I know whatever he does, it's not gonna work.
Yeah. You don't have hope, bro? You think we're gonna lose this game tomorrow?
If you told me, hey,
you're a betting man. You gotta bet your house. Have to.
I just couldn't. I couldn't, bro. I don't trust this team, bro. Like, there's a chance we still don't win 50 games, bro. I don't trust this team.
How many games we got left? I should probably pull it up. I'm a bad host. My bad.
Nah, you good, man. I think we got
43 and 28.
We are, what the hell are we, man? We 43 and 28. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, dog. So we got, what is that? What's the math on that? 9 games? Is it 11 games?
82, right?
Bruh, this mental math right now is about to kill me because my brain cells are on vacation.
Let's just call it 10, right?
Nah, hold on. We're gonna carry that one. We're gonna carry that one. 71. We got 11 games left. Yeah, we got 11 games left. Out of them 11, are we gonna win 7, bro?
We have to win 7 games
out of the next 11. See, I'm not even concerned with reaching the previous point of last season where we won 52 games. I don't even care about that, bro. Give me 50 wins because you can, it's gonna be hard. So I'm just worried about the offseason decision making, bro. Because think about it, bro. Like, if we don't win 50 games, we're probably gonna make worse decisions than we're already gonna make,
bro. Everybody gone besides Fred.
Because we didn't reach that 50 game benchmark, bro. Like
They gonna build around Fred so fast, bro.
running back say he didn't like the KD trade.
Yeah.
You gotta. I liked it. You gotta respect it, man. Listen, when somebody like KD comes on the market, bro, you gotta see what it do. You just gotta see if Giannis is available. You just gotta see what it do, bro. You just have to.
Yeah.
You gotta do your due diligence. And if they present something that you like, hey man, you gotta reach out and grab that, bro. You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
So there's also a chance, right? Looking at the makeup right now of the conference, and I'll share screen this so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. There's a chance that the Rockets actually fall to the play-in.
Yeah. There is a chance. I don't think it's going to be
I'm
that
not
bad.
saying we're going to, but it's 3 games. It all depends on how hot Phoenix gets for their next 10 games because they only got to play 10 mil. We got 11. How hot can they get for 10 games? They have to win 3 more than us. Is that going to happen? I don't see it.
We cannot concern ourselves with anyone outside of Houston right now. We can't. We can't afford to, bro. We got too much to deal with inside the house to worry about our neighbors, bro. The neighbor's grass ain't cut. Listen, bro, we got tumbleweed in our backyard, bro.
Okay. This is a scenario I've played in my head. We fall to the play-in, right?
Stop. But go ahead.
And we have to face the Golden State Warriors in the play-in. Do you trust our team to win 1 game to advance to the playoffs? I don't want that to happen, obviously. Very obviously.
Bro.
But it's not impossible. And that's what I hate. I really do hate that. It's
if
not
you
impossible.
think the crash out last year was bad, you know how they got Down Detector? You know the Down Detector website? Do I need to finish the sentence or you picking up what I'm putting down, bro?
I understand. It's just not impossible.
That's the problem.
And I thought, being optimistic, I thought we'd be in the 3rd seed right now. And I know that's literally 1 win away. I know. Regardless, I thought at the beginning of the year, I thought we'd be the 3rd seed at like pretty solidly, right? I thought it was going to be OKC, Nuggets, us. That can still happen. Okay. We could also face the Golden State Warriors in the play-in. Those are 2 vastly different like possibilities that I don't like, and there are so many variables in between that can happen as well. We could end up facing the Warriors in the playoffs again, 1st round. It's likely. No, it's not likely. It's possible. That's what
my sanity cannot handle that, bro. My sanity. I might have to just move to a remote island. Just disregard my entire livelihood right here, bro. I just had to just go be George of the Jungle somewhere, man. There's no way. I just wouldn't. Earth would no longer be for me, bro. I gotta go somewhere else. Last
point I gotta make. If the playoffs happen today, we'd face the Lakers in a 7-game series. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, his mic is off. Oh, there it is. He's back. He's back. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You appear to have some sort of feeling about that. Would you like to?
The problem that I'm having is I'm not even confident against anyone we'd play in a 7-game series.
Not any team. So out of the 10 you've got up here, not a single team. Top 10.
Phoenix probably the only one, and that is playing with fire because, listen, the type of crash out that can happen if the Suns beat us, Oh,
Another possibility is the Rockets fall to the play-in, and we face Phoenix, and not even the playoffs, just the play-in. And we
Dylan
lose
Brooks
the
will probably
play-in.
be back. Oh my God.
These are all possibilities.
Why are you putting this bad juju out here, bro? Who pissed you off?
I actually didn't think about the Phoenix one until just now, but the Golden State Warrior one, I've been thinking about for a while. Right?
Why would you do? Why are you torturing yourself like that?
And part of me, I want my get back, obviously, and we've never had it, so I can only imagine how I would feel if it works. Right? If we win, send them home finally. Curry era done. It's over. But
Bruh,
I also know this team.
do you trust Ime Udoka in one game to go against Steve Kerr?
Nope.
I don't even care who the players is, bro. We can have the 95 Bulls, 96 Bulls, and Steve Kerr could have the Bobcats. Any iteration of the Bobcats. We'll lose.
And that's why I sit here and say, like, yikes, right? It's yikes against every team. And the aspirations was, or in my opinion, for me, it still is, right? But Stone and Ime already attempted to put water on the fire by saying, Fred VanVleet's hurt, Steven Adams is hurt, we just got to look towards next season. And they said that before the All-Star break, dude. And that has been sitting with me and irritating me every single day, bro.
The problem with that is now, not only do you have a built-in excuse for this season, you got another one for next season. Because now it's going to be, oh, well, they're just coming back from injury.
And then before you know it, you've got 1 year left on KD's contract, and he's sitting at home twiddling his thumbs on Twitter on the Dickerson account talking about my coach don't know how to do this, my coach don't want to do that. So we can't do that.
You're going to have KD 1 year left on his contract, and an older Fred VanVleet and an older Steven Adams expecting them
40-year-old Kevin Durant at this point, by the way.
And expect them to do what? Hopefully Alperen Sengun and Amen Thompson have figured out how to shoot.
It's not going to happen.
Hopefully Tari Eason, I don't know, man. Hopefully he out of his funk by then. And hopefully Jabari is tired of all of the slander and he gets it going. Not that he's been bad, but hopefully he take like a big step up.
It sounds like we're saying if a lot, right?
We were saying if a lot last year too.
And there's no clear trajectory, right?
We shouldn't have done this damn podcast, bro. We shouldn't have done this shit, dog.
They have not painted a clear picture of the future. They have not painted a clear picture of tomorrow. You don't know. You listen to these press conferences that are supposed to be informative and understanding and help me understand as to why certain things happened as a fan. Instead, I got to go out and do my own research, spend my own resources, time, in understanding why we lost because our coach sit there and says effort. I'm tired of hearing effort as your excuse. I'm tired of hearing because of Fred VanVleet.
Effort is a strategy, bro.
I have never in – the Raptors are better since Fred VanVleet left. Yes or no? Yes or no? When Fred VanVleet was the number one option,
at Scotty Barnes.
When Fred was the number one option over there, what did Toronto do? Anything.
I think it was the combination of Fred being gone and Nick Nurse also leaving too.
I agree. But under Nick Nurse, they still went to the playoffs. Nick Nurse just became the coach of the Bucks this year, or not the Bucks, Philly this year. This year, right?
So I thought it was last year.
No, this is his first year, isn't it? Is this not his first year?
I don't know if this is his first year, bro. Matter of fact, I think he went straight to the 76ers after he got dismissed by Toronto. Anyway,
regardless, my point being, right? I love Fred, bro. I think he's a really great bench player. I think he's going to be one of your best assist to turnover ratio guys. He's going to be a great, like, a dude that can come in and just harass people for, 15 minutes a night, right? What you ask it, and excuse is we don't have a 5'8" point guard, right? That is. Oh, I appreciate you running back, singing your for Nick Nurse. Okay,
Yeah.
a 5'8" point guard that has one All-Star under his belt because the East got nobody at that time. In 2021, who did they have? 22, who did they have over there? Everybody was hurt. Jaylen Brown was doing his thing.
21.
Kyrie Irving was on and off injury.
Yeah, Kyrie, he made it because Kyrie was on hiatus.
He was the injury replacement, just like Alperen Sengun was the injury replacement. Anyway.
Boy, you playing with fire. Mafia finna come for that ass.
Fred VanVleet, since leaving Toronto, has come over here and improved the Rockets culture, yes. Has done a lot of good things for the culture. I won't lie. He's been a positive force at times, What I dislike is the excuse that we're relying on a 32-year-old center that is hurt and a 31-year-old 5'8" point guard. I've never, ever in my career ever seen this kind of PR from a role player. Ever. Never, ever. That's like telling me the reason why the Lakers didn't go back-to-back is because Kyle Kuzma got hurt for 2 games. Really? That's what we say.
Hold on. I wanna address something real quick that running back said.
By all means.
He said the problem is we are dependent upon a dude pushing 40 to be our first option. I think the idea, which turns out might be a miscalculation, the idea was a man or Sengun to eventually become that, and that hasn't exactly happened.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, as a matter of fact, you can say that Alperen Sengun has regressed. Man, Thompson has gotten better, but a lot of that is more usage and more minutes. Yeah, he's better, but it's not like overwhelmingly better. Like defenses are not treating him no different than they already have. When a guy's gotten better, like, have you updated your scouting report?
If anything, they're actually guarding him worse because they're not even paying attention to him on 3-point. At least his first year, they made it look like they gave a right that he was on the 3-point. They would close out. They see him on the perimeter, and they literally turn their backs to him. That's how he gets to the rims. They don't even look at it.
See, and this is not me making an indictment out of Amen Thompson's game. It's how he's being used that I don't like. If you just keep using him in a plain Jane kind of way, yeah, I mean, that's what you're going to get. Like, you're not forcing the defense to do nothing about it. You're not giving him nothing to work with, bro. Like, you're giving this man some swamp water and some aged cheddar cheese and expecting this man to make some macaroni. It's not going to work. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, that whole 40-year-old pushing 40 and depending on him, yeah. But at the same time, we were all told all we needed was that guy. That's all we needed.
No, actually, we were told we needed a closer, and we're now 1-6 in OT.
Also, when it comes to closing, what are we in the clutch? You can look it up right now. I don't want nobody to say we making it up. We'll look it up right now. Go ahead, go to stats.
Yep. Give me a second here. Let's do it together.
Yeah, because I don't want nobody to say we making up stuff, bro. I don't make a diddly squat. Teams. All right. Just click on all stats. All right. Go to scoring opponent. Go to general. Let me see what the drop down is on the general. What's the hell one is it, bro? Is it tracking? Clutch. Yeah. Go to clutch. Yeah, clutch. All right, tradition. Just go to the win-loss, bro. Just go to all right. You already on win percentage. All right, so let's find the Rockets. Damn, we had to go that far down. I thought we had Kevin Durant. So a Kevin Durant team. This is not me blaming Kevin Durant. This is me adding more context to what I've been telling y'all for. This is the third season in a row. You keep looking at players. It's the system that is doing the players no favors. How are we 19 and 21 in the clutch with Kevin Durant, who's still playing pretty damn good? Not necessarily prime Kevin Durant, but he's still better than 99% of the damn league.
Adding on to this, why are we in the clutch more this year than last year? We've played 40 games.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my damn! I ain't even think about that. Why are we playing so many clutch games? Oh! I can tell you why. We missing Fred VanVleet. We need him to beat the Kings, the Bulls, the Mavs, the Portland Trailblazers. We need him to beat poverty teams. That's what we need, bro. Fred is so important to this team. We can't do it out. Utah Jazz. We need him to beat the Jazz, bro. You ain't know that. We need Steven Adams to grab the rebounds of all of those Fred misses from him chucking up shots. If we don't have that, we're gonna lose.
Look at our percentages in the clutch, and then also look at our win percentage in the clutch. We are negative.
Big Pain says if KD wasn't the best player on this team, y'all would have a point. Can you expand on that? What point you talking about? Because I kind of need some context before I can just reply to that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So we've played 40 games in the clutch. We're a negative right now. Right. We've lost 2 more games than we have won in the clutch. We have played 40 games in the clutch this year as opposed to 37 last year. And we had played all 82, right? That was the issue was, we're losing games in the clutch. Last year, we were a positive in the clutch and a positive in overtime games last year.
Look at Phoenix.
Okay.
Look at the Trailblazers. Look at the Washington Wizards.
Our matchups for the playoffs as well. It's also crazy to look at. Denver.
Bro, we worse than the Wizards in the clutch.
Yep. Here, let's make it worse.
We shouldn't be worse than the Wizards at nothing, bro.
The Lakers are number 1.
They got closers. Oklahoma City, San Antonio, Detroit, Orlando, Toronto, the Knicks, the Sixers. What do all of these teams have in common? Guard play. Well, except for Orlando. Well, Desmond Bain. He's really helped them a lot. Toronto, Brandon Ingram been really good. New York, Jalen Brunson. 76ers, obviously, Tyrese Maxey. Oh, my God. Yeah. Milwaukee Bucks, Kevin Porter Jr., by the way, has been balling.
He has.
Timberwolves, and the Bulls are better than us. Come on, bro.
Here's my issue.
Cleveland, Miami. Like, but if you look at the top 10 teams, these are all playoff teams too, ain't they?
Yep. Every single one except for the Hawks.
Which one do we have a better record than? Not clutch record, but better record overall.
We have a better record than the Magic, the Raptors, the Knicks. Our record is the same. The Sixers are 1 game ahead of us. We have a better record than the Bucks. We have a better record than the Bulls, the Hawks. Our record is about the same with Cleveland.
Ding, ding, ding. Run it back on it. Yes, sir.
We have a better record than Miami. They're in the play-in.
We're just a weird-ass team, dog. You guys should be better than what they're showing. This is why people – This is what's frustrating. What's up?
Look at these teams down here, 26 through 30, and tell me which teams we've lost to.
We lost to the Jazz. We've lost to the Mavericks twice. We haven't lost to Memphis. We lost to the Pelicans. We beat Brooklyn. Yeah. We shouldn't have lost to none of them.
Yep. They have, I mean, this team literally
Charlotte.
got a 32% win rate. Anyway, I digress. Continue with your point.
I forgot what the hell I was saying, bro.
My issue, looking back at this, is you've got your West teams here, and the Lakers are our most likely matchup in the playoffs. And they are whooping our ass in the clutch. When you look at it straight up, just as a pure numbers perspective, as it is for a pure eye test perspective, the cohesiveness, the gameplay. I mean, JJ Redick, first off, I clowned you at first. I won't lie. I was like, this little podcast dude over here. My fault. Yeah, my bad. He said, I got to bench LeBron because he's not playing well. He benched LeBron in a game, and they won. They asked him about it. They said, LeBron, how do you feel about that? LeBron's like, well, player of my caliber, yeah, whatever. They asked JJ the same thing. Yo, hey, we talked to LeBron. This was his response. How do you feel about it? JJ said, I got to do what I got to do to win at any cost. It doesn't matter who I have to bench, what plays we need to run. We will win. Since then, LeBron has been completely okay with being a third option. Crazy. You're telling me that Austin Reeves is better than Alperen Şengün? Nope, he's not. He's not. As a whole basketball player, he's not. Maybe aspects of scoring, Reeves is better, but as a whole basketball player, Şengün is better. It might be close, but Şengün is better. LeBron is very clearly better than Amen Thompson.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you finish now. Sure. My bad.
Okay. No, you're good. Luka or LeBron is very much, better than Amen Thompson. Is KD? I mean, how close is KD to Luka? Are you seeing what Luka's doing right now? If we face this Lakers team right now as a 7-game series, I got no faith. The numbers are not in our favor. The cards are not with us. We don't have an ace in the hole. We don't make the adjustments. We're missing Fred VanVleet. It's over. Because Fred apparently the MVP of the league.
Hey, bro, if we need Fred to get out the first round, we have bigger issues. We have fundamental issues. But I don't care if it's the combination of Fred and Steven Adams. I don't care about that, bro. People need to stop being so damn lazy with their rhetoric. No Fred, no Steven Adams, no assist to turnover ratio and offensive rebounds. Why is this a staple? What is? Yep. Do y'all remember when we traded for Kevin Durant and we had people in this fan base? I'm talking some people in this fan base that really opened their mouth and said, Şengün is our best player, even though Kevin Durant is on the squad. Do you remember that? I'm talking about people with big microphones.
My agenda at the end of the year was for Şengün to be as good as Kevin Durant at the end of the year.
Now, we are at the end of the year pretty much. This is not even – as a matter of fact, the gap is wider than it was when it started. If we're going up against the Lakers, I mean, I know you said Austin Reeves is not better than Alperen Şengün. After that series is over with, bro, you may change your opinion.
Maybe.
Because you can't tell me you see. I like this. I hate this hindsight 2020 shit that we like to do in this damn fan base, where folks will say something and then act like we can't go search your profile to see what the hell you were saying when you had said it, or if I got to go check my bookmarks and see if you said what you said when you said it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why don't you just come out and be like, hey, man, look, I said this. That was wrong as hell.
Yep.
My bad. On to the next.
Okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay.
So now we're in a situation where we trying to avoid the damn play-in. We ain't seen growth from players that we really should have seen the growth from. Players ain't taking the steps that we was told was going to take the steps that they was going to when we got rid of ankle weights on the team.
Mm-hmm. That's what they said.
None of that happened, bro. None of it has happened. I don't give a damn about no Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams, bro, because we were supposed to have replacements locked, loaded, and ready to go anyway.
Yep.
Steven Adams replacement. I mean, Clint Capella's done a fine job.
Capella has done an underrated job.
Yeah, he's done a pretty good job. But again, like the whole how we using everybody, how we trying to put it all together just isn't working together. One day we're a good defensive team, next game we're a good offensive team. Can't we be both at the same time against the same team? If we're gonna play a team 7 times in a row, you know, are we gonna make enough adjustments to get 4 wins out of that? Like, have we swept anybody? What team have we beat the most this season? What team have we beat more than 2 times? Have we won a season series? I gotta go look that up. Actually, let me see. Is that on Basketball Reference?
Yeah, or maybe StatMuse. I actually don't know.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta look this up because I don't want to be talking out of my ass. I don't like to do that, bro. When you talk out your ass, your breath smell like shit.
This man always got a quote, don't he?
I always got something, bro. Country boy, can't help it.
I'm also gonna look up the Rockets schedule and look at it manually too, just to put that out there.
Okay,
that's actually a good point.
Okay, we've only beaten Phoenix 3 times.
Yep.
We 3-0 against Phoenix. We haven't beaten nobody no more than 2 times. Obviously, in the East, you know, we only gonna play them 2 times anyway. But if we're just looking at the West, yeah, Phoenix is the only team that we really just like for real had a number. Yeah, bro. I thought we got rid of inconsistency, bro. That's what I was told. Why the longest winning streak we had this season 5 games?
In our last point here before we ran around an hour and a half already. I didn't realize that. One of the last points I want to make. In the last 10 games, right? We are 5-5, we're 500. Minnesota's 5-5. Every other team from 1 to 9 has a positive record minus the Suns. So 5, 6, and 7, right? Those 3. We're all 5-5. Everybody else 6-4, 6-4, 6-4, 9-1, 9-1, 10-0. Teams towards the end of the year are supposed to get better. Let me ask you, are we better or worse than when we started this year?
Oh, we're worse. That's out of the question. We are worse. Way worse.
Now, comparing this Rockets team today to last year's Houston Rockets team.
Last year's Rockets team beats this Rockets team in a 7-game series.
Okay. Yep.
No question.
Nope.
No question. Because worst case scenario, you was going to get a dog. That last year's team, we wasn't getting blown out like that. We wasn't coming out lollygagging and all that. We may do dumb stuff. We may take, bad shots. But one thing's for sure, if you beat them, you beat them. You had to beat them.
Yep.
They wasn't going to help you. This team is coming out too cool for school and all of that shit, looking like a fool.
It appears to me that everybody on this team that was here last year to this year has either stayed the same or gotten worse. Only one player has improved this year, overall improved. And you're not going to like this. The only player that has actually improved, not because they got more opportunity, right? Jabari Smith Jr. is the only player that has actually improved his game this year. Everybody else has stayed the same or gotten worse. That was here last year.
You mean like just not when you include
people
more
that
opportunities?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Jabari pretty much is getting the same opportunity. Hold on. Matter of fact, he might not be getting the same amount of shot attempts. Hold on.
I think he's actually taken a shot less this year. That's why he's shooting the 40.
Yeah, he might be taking less shots, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be crazy if that's the case.
Because they upset about Jabari this and Jabari that when he getting the least amount of opportunity in the starting 5 consistently.
Okay, so all right. So he is taking the most shots of his career, actually.
Okay.
However, remember last year he started coming off the bench when he came back from that broken hand.
Yep.
So he was
And
only
they
playing
kept
30
him on the
minutes a
bench.
game.
They kept him
Yeah,
on the bench,
which wasn't a good idea because we was worse.
Yep.
Yeah, now he's taking more shots this year.
How many
Let me
more
see shots point. Well, last year he only took 9.9 shots a game.
What's he getting this year, Lotta?
12.4, which is a
Okay.
career high for him.
Okay.
But he's taking the most threes this season than he has. He's shooting
I thought
like
he didn't take
36%.
enough threes.
Well, no, 6 is not enough still. I need a higher volume. I need 8, if I'm being honest. We should be able to generate more threes for him. Yeah, so, but those less attempts are just, he's not getting no different attempts. It's not like we drawing up plays for him. I said they're not trying to run the offense through him. Like, he's still the third option. He's still the fourth option.
Yeah, because I'm the third option now. Right? At least last year he was the third option. But
I'm gonna say this. I said it once. I'm gonna say it again, bro. 2 of your top 3 shooters. I mean, top 3 field goal, top 3 shot attempt people should not be non-shooters. This is not gonna work in 2026. 2 of the 3 got to be shooters. You can't have 2 non-shooters taking 2 of the top 3 most shots on the team. You can't. That lowers your ceiling.
One last alarming fact. This year in the conference, right, for the West, we've played 44 games, right? We're 23-21. That ain't good, per se.
So you really worried about the playoffs, ain't you?
I'm really worried about the playoffs. I really am. I really am, bro. I really am. I was sitting here trying to think, what team do we want to face, right? Because I remember last week before we played the Lakers, everyone was like, yeah, bro, bring on the Lakers. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's bring the Lakers on. No one's saying anything about the Lakers now. Not a single word about playing the Lakers in the playoffs now. Not a single word. Okay. I'm looking at it. Who do we want to face in the playoffs that's in the top 6 right now? Nobody. We want to avoid literally everybody. As a championship caliber team that I was told from the beginning of the year that we are, right? Because that's what they said. They said the goal is a championship, right? Just because they opinion and they move the goalposts now don't mean the opinions from the beginning of the year don't.
Boy, they moving the field.
We in a new stadium based on how they're moving it.
Dog. They're doing what the Texans doing, moving from fucking Reliant to Cypress. Dog, that's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, yes. So looking at it right now. Let's go. Top 10 right now. The only team I'm maybe comfortable with facing, like you said, is Phoenix, and that's gonna be tough because they got dogs over there. We ain't got no. I meant Thompson not moving like he was moving last year. People piss him off and he get a little angry and then he walk away. Okay, we defined because we play military ball. Because he knows, everyone knows that if you get a foul, you get a tech, whatever, he may sit you for the whole game. You show a little bit of emotion, you sitting. Jabari 4 games ago, banging his head on the post, right? He got that dunk. He was all hyped up. They call a timeout. Ime benched him. Right? He was 3-3. Cool. Comes out off the bench. All his energy gone. He ends the game 3-8. Crazy. The momentum killer is your own coach. Incredible. Do you have any other thoughts before we get out of here?
Bro, let me.
You're Brandon. You are 100% right.
It's
military
ball
everyone
where
is tired, disappointed, and lacking excitement. You are exactly right. You are exactly right, buddy. Props. I've been saying that all year, bro.
Lord have mercy. I want to. I'm trying to look for stuff that we might be actually
Don't
good
even
at
get me
this
started,
season.
Sean. Don't even get me started, Sean.
So, okay, let's look at what we're actually good at, bro. So total rebounds, we're number one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up things that we top 10 in. Top 10 in block shots, we're number 4. Number 1 in total rebounds and offensive rebounds. Yeah, that's it. As far as good stuff, we're 3rd in 2-point shot attempts. I don't really.
Okay.
All right, and we're 1st in. No, not for. Damn, we're not good at. Hold on, wait, what? Opponent 3-point attempts were 6th, but that's because we play slow, so that's kind of skewed. You know what? I'm looking at the wrong site. Let me go to NBA.com and do per 100 possessions, because looking at Basketball Reference, they just gonna give you per game, and that doesn't really account for pace of play. That's why I look at per 100, just in case anybody else is trying to understand how to use stats. That's how you use stats. You make it fair so you don't push agendas. Unless you're really just trying to push an agenda, which I'm fine with, but you just let the people know that you're pushing an agenda. I'm fine with it. Push your agenda all you like. Just don't be capped. All right. All right. Opponent shooting. All right. So if NBA.com would hurry the hell up.
Slate was very slow today.
Yeah, it's doing that, bro. All right. Okay. Per 100 possessions. All right, good stats. All right, cool. So where do the Rockets rank in opponent 3-point attempts per 100 possessions? We rank 10th. That's good. All right. We're 11th in opponents 3-point made. Opponents field goal percentage, we rank 8th.
Okay.
So that's good. Yeah, everything else is. Let me look at opponents' free throw attempts. We 12th.
We foul a lot.
Yeah, we're 12th in opponents' free throw attempt and allowed, which is like we're top 12. Like we give up the 12th least.
Oh,
yeah,
that's better than I thought we were.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm trying to find some positive stuff that we doing because it ain't much. If we're being honest. Yeah, go ahead.
It's funny you say that, right? Because people be hanging their hat on. We're doing all this without Fred VanVleet.
We was doing the same with Fred. So can y'all please stop that, bro? Like, why y'all like for it's you know what it is, bro? I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, tell me.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's damn, that girl ain't texted me in a long time. I miss her. Even though we was fighting, cussing each other out, throwing rocks and bricks through each other's windows. But I miss her because I ain't talked to her in a while. And you talk to her again, you're going to be like, that's why I stopped talking to you. You crazy. That's what it is, bro.
Somebody said that they would have renounced their fandom from the Rockets if they would have traded Amen Thompson instead of Jalen Green.
Yeah, I seen that, bro.
And how do you feel about that?
It's up to you and your conscience, man. That's how you feel. If that's how you feel, man. All right. So I'm about to give you where the Rockets rank in percentile of every play type on NBA.com. Ready? Let's rock. Then we can get the hell up out of here because I'm tired. Damn, there's still 122 people up in here. What up, y'all? All right. Isolation. 55 percentile, 55.2 percentile. 11 possessions a game. 9.6% of the time is how often we run ISOs. And we only are 0.92%. I said percent points per play.
Yikes.
That's mid, bro. As much as we run ISO. Because let me see where we rank in possessions. We're second. We're second, bro. We're second in. See, all right.
I test.
Now Transition. What percentage are we in transition? We like way at the
Low.
bottom, bro.
Way low.
Hold on, where are the damn Rockets? Okay, so we're actually 72.4 percentile in transition. Now, how often are we in transition? 18.4, that's bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's bottom 10.
Okay.
That's not good. So we're above average in transition. We just don't get to it. All right. Pick and roll ball handler. We are dog. Where are we, bro? Okay, here we go. 55.2 percentile. Possessions a game. We are, I lost my spot. 15.1. And points per possession on that is, what the hell is it? 0.87. So we're not really that, again, we're mid, bro. Pick and roll ball handler. Let's do pick and roll man. Do we have a roll man reliable that we run pick and roll with a lot? We had one, but we don't use it. Anyway, pick and roll. Oh, God, this is bad. 13.8 percentile, bro.
Yikes.
6.1%. 6.1 possessions a game, 1.01 points per possession. So we run it a decent amount of time, middle of the pack, and we score on it. Oh no, it's actually not good when you compare it to the rest of the league. Oh my God, we bottom 5. Oh my God, I'm trying to find something. This is not.
It's easier.
This ain't doing what I was expecting, bro.
It's easier to find things that we're bad at or don't do often than it is to find things we are good at. Because the things we're good at, those are very tangible. You see it constantly, which is the rebounds.
What about post-ups? Should we be good at post-ups?
I feel like we should be. Supposedly, our best player, that's what they say, is a post-up king, and he lives in the post. Okay? I see him put his back to the basket 35 feet out at the logo, but I said, Sean, don't play with me because I didn't want to. I wasn't going.
Sean, listen, bro. I like Bam. Anybody that went to Kentucky, I like him. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about him. So that's what I'm gonna tell you. I like Bam.
I got a conversation topic for next spot.
I bet. Write it down, bro. 41.4 percentile post up. 0.97 points per possession, 6.8 possessions a game.
Where we rank.
So we're second in possessions a game.
And the team that ranks above us, what is their points per possession?
They're the Denver Nuggets. Their points per possession is 1.09. Ours is 0.97. They post up the most in the league, 7.4%. 7.4 possessions a game.
Interesting.
93 percentile.
Interesting.
Running stuff that you're good at. That's what happens.
Can you keep that same thing, but filter it by points per possession for that?
All right. Points per possession. Number 1 is the Clippers.
Wow.
Yep.
Kawhi is good though. I give it to him.
Yeah. Then it's Detroit. Then it's Denver. This is just point per possession.
Yep.
Oklahoma City, Atlanta, Orlando, Charlotte, Philly, Toronto, Milwaukee, Sacramento, Minnesota, Cleveland, Utah, Indiana, San Antonio, Boston. Then here come the Rockets.
Was that 16th?
It's bad.
Interesting. And we run at the second most, you said.
We run at the second most.
Hilarious.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Udoka gonna run whatever. Hey, this don't work. Run it again until it works. In game, not at practice.
The definition of insanity.
And then when it does work, okay, run it again and make sure it worked this time. What you mean make sure it worked? We're not good at this, sir.
You're going to run it till you are good at it. Military ball, I'm telling you. It don't matter.
All right. Let's do spot up, bro. Where do the Rockets rank in spot up percentile? We are 41.4%.
That matches that actually says that we do it
Oh
wrong.
my god, bro. 41 percentile. Okay, let's do possession. So we spot up 25.5 times a game. And the points per possession on that is 1.03, which is not good.
Because spot ups is typically 3 points, right? That's like the
most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're bottom half of the league, bro. So pretty much anything under 50 percentile is the bottom half.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's spot up. All right. Handoff. You would think you got Alper Sengun, you run them as a hub. You think we should be good at dribble handoff, right? That's what it would sound like if you just think about it in your head. Unfortunately, basketball is not played in the brain; it's played on the court. 48.3 percentile.
Say that again.
48.3 percentile.
All right.
0.94 points per possession, 4.4 times a game. We should be spamming the absolute. The Denver Nuggets run it 7.1 times a game, 1.03 points per possession. The Nuggets run it the second most. Damn. And their points per possession is fourth.
What's ours?
Ours is bottom half, bro. I ain't counting all the way down there.
Yikes. Okay.
All right. Now, off of cuts, you would think maybe we good off of cuts. Maybe. Let's find out.
Okay.
All right. Filter by percentile. Where do the Rockets rank? Oh my God, bro. You sure you want to know this number?
No.
I'm gonna tell you anyway. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it for the people in the back. 10.3 percentile. 9.6 cuts a game. 1.24 points per possession. Let's see where we rank in possessions a game. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th in possessions a game. Points per possession. That's what we're going to look for now. Where do the Rockets rank? Oh, my God. Fourth worst. Fourth worst, bro. So we running it a lot, and we ain't good at.
Keep this exact same thing.
Right.
Can you do for last year instead?
Let me see, man. 2024. All right. Points per possession or
both. Do both.
All right. Let me see where we rank. So last year we was better. 20th percentile.
Okay.
We ran
10% better.
Yeah, 10% better. 7.6 a game, 1.25 points per possession, which is way better than this garbage that we's doing now, bro. Just
what changed last year to this year?
Man.
It was Fred. It was Adams, actually.
I'm tired, bro. All right. Off of screens. We got one more after this.
All right.
Off of screens. Do you want to know?
Let's do it. Wait, can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
You already saying 30 something.
So no, 3.4 percentile.
3.3?
We second worst. Off of screens, bro.
Is this not something we should? All right, my fault. You're right. I gotta contain my anger.
We 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see where we rank on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We 6th worst in frequency, so that's good. We're not good at it, so don't run it so much. We 2nd worst in points per possession, so I'm fine with that. If you're not good at it, stop doing it. Now, putbacks. All right, let's see where we rank.
Okay. Theoretically, because this is a actual drawn up play, this should be something we're good at. Should.
I would tell you the number, but the number don't exist because 0 not a number. It's a placeholder.
0?
You want me to share my screen?
That is incredible. That is
That
incredible.
thing say 0, bro. Dead ass last. You know who right above us? Take a wild guess.
Phoenix.
Yes.
What are they at? 8%?
3.4.
Okay.
They second to last, bro. All right. Now, miscellaneous. All right. You ready for this, bro? Now, what have I always said about how we play, bro? How we get points?
Missing the shot, getting the rebound, missing the shot, getting the rebound.
So randomness.
Getting the rebound. Yeah.
Bro, we 86 percentile, bro. We third best in miscellaneous plays. That's how we won a game.
Are the other two teams the Wizards and Sacramento?
The Nuggets and the Cavaliers.
Wow. Didn't expect that. Okay. Wow. All right.
By the way, I went through this exercise with y'all so that y'all can see that when I'm sitting here bagging on Udoka 24/7 on my Twitter account, this is why. You saw we would run stuff that we're not good at constantly. We would just spam things we're not good at for whatever the hell reason. I want y'all to understand that's not on the players. It's not on the players. You see what the Nuggets beat? The Nuggets, they frequently run plays that they are good at. This is why I talk about coaching the way that I do, man. So I'm gonna need some of y'all to stop getting in your feelings and stop arguing with your agenda and argue with really what's happening. You put together the stats. Yes, you use stats and analytics, but you use your eyes first. You see before the stats are accumulated because you are watching stats to get accumulated. The stats are not being accumulated and then the film does what it does. No, that's not how that process works. You play. Imagine you look at your gas tank. You ain't going nowhere, but that sucker on 0. You ain't going nowhere yet, though. That's how y'all think. The fuel is burnt when the car is started and it's moving and you hit pressing the gas. That's why it moves. It ain't gonna move. You get mad at it one day and it just goes down. I'm mad at my car. Y'all don't listen, bro. This is why y'all see, and this is why a lot of y'all upset now because you mad at yourself. You're not mad at nobody else but yourself because you knew what was being told to you was actually correct, but you mad that you didn't see it when other people saw it. Now you mad at the people that saw it first because we pointed it out. Be mad at yourself. Go slap the person in the mirror or slap the mirror, whichever one hurts worse.
It's wrong to be early.
We really sat on this thing for damn near 2 hours, bro. But we had a lot to go through. I ain't been on this thing really like this the way I needed to be, bro. So
we ain't had a chance to break it down like this, man. That's just what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, all 121 of you, right? You've stayed through and sat with the show. Hopefully you've come to the same conclusion that we have at the end of the day, right? It's not the players, it's the process. Look at the process, what's happening.
And this is not to say that the players are blameless.
Yep.
Yes, they do play a role in it because some of the things that do happen, they can control that, like missing free throws, missing layups, missing assignments, lazy passes, turnovers, bad energy, all of that stuff. Those are things you can blame the players. However, if a player is constantly in position to do things that they're not good at, that's on the system. So y'all got to realize that.
In a position to succeed, how are you supposed to succeed if you don't have a system that promotes you and your strengths?
I'm gonna use another car analogy, bro. You pair a good engine with the right transmission, and then you get power, bro. Imagine you got an 18-wheeler with a Toyota Corolla transmission. Where are you going with that?
Nowhere.
Oh, thank you.
The thing not even starting.
Bro, right now we got the roster is better than the results that we're seeing. So right now we're looking more like a Toyota Camry, just boring. It gets you point A to point B, but you're not going nowhere really with speed. You're not gonna have no fun going there. It's just point A to point B. It's fine.
You rev that engine, you're gonna be in the shop.
Now, you can put some modifications on to make it do some more fun stuff. Yeah, you could do that. But what we did was we took something that's boring and made it more boring, bro. Engine supposed to be giving me what 190 horsepower. We reduced the power and we put a governor on your engine, and we're gonna get 140 miles. I said 140 miles, 140 horsepower because we're afraid of getting speeding tickets. So we're gonna reduce the power. That's exactly what we're doing with the team right now. Watering them down. Tell me I'm lying. All my car people out there understand these analogies. I'm done.
You're wrong. Fucker, say you're wrong. It's been wonderful. Are you, after this conversation, after reading the stats, are you more confident or less confident in these?
Less.
Can you finish the sentence?
What about you? You answer your question.
Oh, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I was less confident after we lost to the Lakers, and then we lost to Chicago, which again we did good things, but just reinforced the ideas of some things that we don't do too well. It just is what it is, man.
The rotations
I like to
are
see
a problem.
I like Ime trying out new things. It's just too late in the season to be trying out new things. This is the season. Right now is the part of the season you're supposed to say, hey, this is my A through Z playbook. We can go through any of these plays whenever we need to. This is not right now in the season. This is not where we need to be figuring things out. It should already be figured out. We should not be trying to game plan right now. We should not be trying to, hey, this person's no. We should already have those plans in place. Fortunately, we don't, because they don't believe in planning ahead. They believe in dealing with the problem as it arises.
Remember when I said he make late adjustments, bro? Remember when I said he late to adjustments because he may or may not want to listen to his assistant coaches because he got an ego problem?
Yep.
Just remember this day, bro. When the news come out, that's all I'm gonna tell you.
Yep. I just look back to Golden State. Do you remember when we lost to San Antonio earlier in the year and how pissed off I was?
Which time?
The first time, in the beginning of the year. I was crashing. I actually started yelling on the podcast. I never done that before. I was yelling. I never done that, right? I was so pissed off. I said then that Spurs game gave the entire league the playbook to beat us. Every single time we've lost the same. Every single time we've lost, it has been the exact same loss, except against Chicago. That was the first time we've had a new type of loss. Every other time, all 27 other losses before that have been the exact same reason.
Hold on. We got how many losses again?
28.
How many of them was in the clutch?
21 of them.
You can't keep blaming the players, bro. They
1 in
play a
6 in
role,
overtime.
but it's not always on the players, bro. You just can't. It's too late. It's lazy to sit there and scapegoat players. A different one every game. If it's a different player every game, you got systemic issues. You don't realize what you're saying when you do that?
They don't know, bro. They be listening to certain things, and they don't sit there and
Nah,
thoughts, bro.
I'ma say it like I've been saying it. They listen to their cult leaders, and they only change their minds when their cult leaders tell them to think something different.
100%. Simple as that. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know your thoughts on Houston's chances in the playoffs down below in the comments. I'm interested, right? This has been a very fun and active, energy-filled pod today, and we're leaving with something, right? Rockets play tomorrow. If any of you guys are going to be at the game tomorrow in Minnesota, cool. I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you guys up in Northern Canada, maybe on TV. We'll see. AK, it's been a pleasure, my brother. Where can we find you?
Man, y'all can find me on Twitter/X at AKinfinity_VVS. Also on YouTube at the Rockets Propaganda Channel and H-Town Rundown, man.
Yes, sir. And make sure to follow the H-Town Rundown. Check out the website, too. We drop articles there. Check that out. Texans got some stuff coming out too, so make sure you watch that. And then follow the H-Town Rundown at the HTRD on YouTube and X, as well as follow the H-Town Rundown account on TikTok and Instagram. Follow me, Drew2Ps_GAWD as well on Instagram, as well as X and YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And we're going to cook something up for next time. See ya.